Check out this sweet machine. Today we're gonna test fit some body panels. But man, while I was coming in and out of the garage, just admiring how cool this thing is. So, watched a couple YouTube videos, super helpful. I'm gonna do the rear bumper first. Gotta take the tail lights out. So there's a few clips, a few bolts. I've taken first two clips off. There's another one here. So there's some clips on this panel. Then I'll get access to the tail lights. Those will come off. Take the bumper off, and then I'm going to test fit the replacement bumper before we paint it. So I guess the reason why I'm doing the bumper is, this is the biggest reason, this crunch here that's stretched the paint and the plastic, and it's really not gonna, it's not body workable. This is just a big plastic bumper. And, you know, a minor paint gouge scratch there. The fitment isn't spectacular on this side. So we'll see what the replacement bumper looks like. And on the front, I actually did order a front bumper. There's really not a ton wrong with this one, except there's a broken bracket on the back that holds the corner light, and it had duct tape on it, and the duct tape dried out finally. And when I was doing the lip, and when we were up in behind here, I noticed that duct tape and broken bracket. So I went ahead, $305 shipped from Rock Auto. It just arrived today. So the nice thing is it doesn't have, the replacement bumper doesn't have these holes drilled out. There's little like dimples there for where you could drill for the license plate. I'm not going to until I'm forced to. In the light, I am seeing some normal wear and tear, scratches, kind of faded paint, rock chipped, which isn't actually, for 132,000 miles, it's really not that bad. But while I'm painting, and to not have to duct tape or try and rig up something for the corner light, I went and got a new one. Then on this fender, this is really what caused all of this body work to happen. So I picked up months ago a replacement passenger side fender. You can see it's crunched, it's moved. It actually broke the headlight. And here's something else to mention. So these are actually the optional HID setup, which is freaking expensive now. I didn't know that till I got some new LED bulbs sponsored. A guy that saw me on Instagram, liked my car, sent me some LED bulbs to try out. I went to go put them in, and it was a totally different setup. After looking it up a little bit, I found out I have the optional HID lights, which to replace are like $1,000. I think you can get them online for $500 or $600 per headlight. So I spent $115 to get nice new regular housings and the free bulbs. So I'm gonna have to figure that part out. All right, enough about that. On to the rear bumper removal. All right, panel removed. Next up is connections to tail light. And then this will go through the body there. But first I need to do 3. 1, 2. You see it? 1, 2, and 3 per side. 3 Screws are off. So, ready to remove the headlight housing. Trying to do this one-handed. There we go. There we are. All right, underneath the bumper, there are 3 plastic fasteners, clips, one in the middle, one down here on the other side. Got those out. Then here, we've got the license plate light. Connects here. There's a clip here that had to be undone. The pain in the butt with the passenger side taillight is you can get to the one screw. The other screw's back in there with this speaker in the way, the bracket. So I'm gonna see if I can get this out with one side out, and if not, I'll have to take that speaker out, I guess. All right, so it escalated a little bit. I had to take the rear wheel off. There's 2 screws here, and here, and then you simply pull away and it kind of unsnaps. So one side done. Okay, stock bumper removed. I attempted to move the speaker and I got one of the second screw out from this headlight, but tail light, but I was able to wiggle it enough, I guess. I'm not even sure it's required to take the tail lights off, but I did. So step 1 down, time to go get the replacement bumper. All right, I did end up taking out the Shaker 1000. Looks like 2 big speakers set up. 35 pounds, if you were curious. And there's still more in here. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get to the top bracket. I'm gonna keep trying. Bumper is on. Didn't go all the way down, but I've screwed in the 2 screws. It did go down all the way on the other side. So I'm just kind of checking fitment. It's pretty decent for a Ford from 2008. I've taken the screws off this side over here, but yeah. And also those, I'm guessing those are amps. Probably at least 10 pounds. There's probably almost 50 pounds in sound system just in the trunk itself. Okay. Rear bumper test fit complete. One thing I'm noticing, the new replacement bumper doesn't have some of these, I don't know, mounting accessories. So all this wiring harness is, there's hard to tell. It looks like this is riveted on. And so we're gonna have to figure out some of that when we put the new bumper on after we paint it. Good to know.